forward is to make sure your outstanding commitments mean something where it matters most, in the lives of young people. That's what Jeff Nelson, a former teacher who's here today, wanted to do. Where's Jeff? There he is right here. I'm going to brag on Jeff for a second. 7 years ago, he co-founded a nonprofit called OneGoal, and it had one goal. And so it was aptly named. To help more low-performing, low-income high school students not only get into college, but make sure they've got continued support to succeed once they get to college. And one of their students is a young man from Chicago named Caleb Navarre. Is Caleb here too? Couldn't make it? Well, next time you got to bring him. But he'll hear about it, that I was talking about him. I'll bet he will. So by the time Caleb was a sophomore, he wasn't doing all that well in school. Wasn't motivated to try harder, starting to give up on himself. The folks at OneGoal saw a spark of something that was special in Caleb. Once he joined their program, he started to believe that maybe he was capable of achieving more. Expert teachers helped him focus on academics and taught him how to stick with his studies even when it was hard. Caleb started taking AP classes, something he wouldn't have imagined for himself a couple of years earlier. He gave up his lunch hour to take an extra class. Now that's serious, giving up your lunch hour. Started out with a GPA of 2.4, ended up with a 3.8 GPA. Today, Caleb is a freshman at Dominican University studying biochemistry, on track to graduate from college. And because of just some key interventions at a critical moment in his life, he's now studying stuff that I don't understand. And if we can replicate Caleb's story, if everybody who's represented here, each of you are touching 10, 50, 100, 1,000 Calebs all across the country in a sustained way, figuring out what works, being honest when the evidence says something doesn't work, and trying something different, investing in these kids in a sustained way, teaching each other how to have an impact. If we can replicate Caleb's story across the country, imagine what discoveries he and students like him might make, what businesses they may start, what entire industries may be launched, what new sources of energy may be discovered, what life-saving medicines might be produced. What a set of Calebs can do to change the world. That's the power, that's the purpose of higher education. To give everybody that chance, because everybody's got that spark. And I want to make sure young people with that spark never lose sense of what's possible. And if all of us work together, teachers, parents, nonprofits, corporations, school districts, university system, if we make sure they remain the best educated generation in American history, there is no limit to what they can achieve. There is no limit to what this country can achieve. So I want to thank you all for the important work you do. Stay at it. I look forward to seeing you at the next summit. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.